Good morning and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
Let's do that. It's Coffee Ann here on ON, AM and FM, Friday morning, July the 25th. Thanks for joining us. This is Joe Callahan, and at the Coffee Ann table, let's say good morning to Melissa Murray. Hi, Melissa.
Good morning, everyone.
And Dave Richards is here as well.
I'm glad you did Melissa first.
Why is that, Dave?
Am I going to be in trouble for being sexist if I say ladies first? I mean, that's how I was raised. And I said to myself, I'm not ready. Take her first.
Okay.
I'm not ready. Take her first.
Also on the panel.
And then you did.
I did. How about that? So today we're also going to hear from Meg Rigo, talk about Levitt Amp tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And Rich Elaine from Post 85 will be here around 8:30. Our first segment sponsor of Coffee Ann is the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce. Dave gets their emails. What do you see in the emails, Dave?
Well, in the inbox now, Joe, because, we're getting toward the end of July. The Holy Trinity Carnival starts next Wednesday. It starts in July and ends in August. So, looking ahead to August right now. We were just making some personal plans, Denise and I, for August as well. So let's talk about what's going on with the Chamber during August. There's a networking pop-up at the, am I saying this right, Yuncal Mexican Grill? Because it's Juncal.
That's the
Yuncal?
one in
Yes,
Cumberland.
I think you're correct.
Just want to make sure that I'm correct. And it is, you're right, in Cumberland. And it's on August the 13th from 4:30 to 6:30. And I believe that's a Wednesday. So that's going on. It's sponsored by Coastal One Credit Union. Then we have the executive golf outing, which I believe is all filled up. That's coming up on September 16th. And then September 24th, Eggs and Issues breakfast featuring someone that Melissa knows, Senate President Valerie J. Lawson, otherwise known to her close personal contemporaries as Val.
Is that
Yes.
true? She goes by Val?
Yes, she
Oh, okay.
does.
Yeah, she goes by Val.
I
And
like
she's
Madame Prez, though.
She's comfortable. What's that?
I like Madame Prez.
Madame Press. Okay. All right. And then we could get into October and what they sent me, but we won't do that right now.
Oh, no, we don't want to talk about October.
Let's not talk about October because I'm not ready for Autumn Fest.
I'm not
yet.
ready. No.
I'm not ready for Autumn Fest yet. All righty. Let's see. I just have this also in my inbox. There's just a few. I thought they were sold out on this, but there's a couple of, not foursomes, but a couple of singles you can get in on foursomes to round out foursomes.
Okay.
And it's only $425 for a single golfer for the big annual executive golf outing on September 16th. So that's a little added information for you. From the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce, who sponsors our conversation first thing every Friday morning. And there you have it.
All right.
334-1000, Joe.
Well, the news happened yesterday with Hulk Hogan passing away. I'm seeing a lot of stuff online saying just thank you for making my childhood wonderful.
He was a good entertainer.
Well, that's it. And he became huge while I was a teenager, and people were right. Most people were fans of his. He just brought great enjoyment.
He was
if you watched him, it's like, he was
good
just
guy.
so much fun.
Yeah.
But what's funny, Melissa, when I first saw him, he wasn't the good guy.
Yeah.
Came in as the bad guy.
Right. The heel.
But then all of a sudden, he wasn't there anymore. All of a sudden, he was just gone. And that happens in the wrestling world. All of a sudden, they're just not there. Hurt. Don't want to do it anymore.
You can only do that so long when you're of a certain age, your body.
Right. So, but in 1982, I think, I go to the movies and I'm going to go see Rocky 3, and there he is. Oh, that's why I haven't seen him. He went to go make a movie. Gotcha. And then I heard the whole story about it. So Hulk goes to Vince McMahon Sr., not the guy his father, who owned World Wrestling Federation.
He's the guy I knew because the guy that everybody else knows was his kid.
Right. But he goes to him and says, I've got, Sylvester Stallone has reached out to me. He wants to be in this movie. Can I go? He's asking him. And Vince says, no. We're athletes. We're not actors. He goes, well, okay, let me rephrase it. I'm going to go do the movie. If you do, you're fired. Fine. Goes and does the movie. When he's done filming the movie, well, I can't go back to the New York area, which is around here, because I've been fired. So he goes to Minnesota, where there's another area.
Yeah.
And starts working up there, and he's loved up there, by the way. And then the movie's a huge hit. Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, Vince's son is making his plans to take over. I got to buy the company from my dad.
I got to own the names.
I got to own. Well, that comes later. But I got to buy the company from my dad. I'm going to try to bring this thing national. But I need a top guy. Our top guy right now is a nice guy. His name was Bob Backlund.
Yeah.
And Bob had been champion for about 5 years. And if you don't know who
I've
Bob
met him.
is,
I've met him.
have you?
Yeah.
Nice guy, right?
Yes.
But Bob is Richie Cunningham.
Right.
And that's it. And that's fine if that's who you are. But it's not who I'm looking for, according to Vince. I'm looking for over the top.
Because
And
the
that's
younger Vince
Hogan.
McMahon, he's trying to cast
Yes.
a
Yeah.
show
That's
to
right.
tell a story, a
And
scenario.
I can't do it
Who
with
better
Bob.
than an actor?
I can't. That's right. I can't do it with Bob, but I can do it with Hulk. And somehow he got him to come to New York. Again, I'm hiring him. My dad's out of the scene. Come to us, and we're going to do great things. And wow.
Yep. The rest is
They
history.
they
right.
did great things. And I told this to Melissa yesterday, Dave. When wrestling would come to the Civic Center in Providence,
Yeah.
I would go. Always happy if Hulk was going to be there, as the main event.
Yeah.
And I said I've been to a number of events, of sporting events and things like that. I've also been to events like truck and tractor pulls and motorcycle things.
Yeah.
And the motorcycle things and the truck and tractor pulls, those are loud. But they're loud because their machines are making the noise.
Right.
If we're just looking at human voices making noise, nothing beat Hulk Hogan coming into the arena.
Really?
It's deafening is a good way to use it, but because it would start because you always knew who he was going to be, his opponent was going to be. And when his opponent got into the ring, the buzz started in the crowd because he's coming.
Yeah.
All right. And then back then they started with his music, and Dave, maybe you got 2 notes of "Eye of the Tiger."
Yeah.
And that was it.
You didn't hear it anymore?
You couldn't hear it anymore because the crowd started to roar.
It's
My
huge.
goodness.
He was huge.
And you
Like a
could,
tiger.
yes, and you did, but you didn't even see him yet.
Yeah.
But then he came out. Of course, he's 6'8". He
you
towers
always
over
knew
everybody
from the music
that
right,
he
everybody
was
had their-
coming. And when he
yeah.
came out,
They're going to need a bigger coffin
it
for this
just
dude.
he
6'8".
Yeah.
it just exploded with noise. But they were also very smart. In the smaller towns like a Providence,
Yeah.
or like Augusta, Maine, you always knew Hulk was going to win because they would change the belt at larger venues, Madison Square Garden,
Right.
or Boston, or
Right,
Philadelphia,
right,
like that.
right,
so
right.
you were happy, your guy was going to win. But on one of these particular nights, he's facing Jesse the Body Ventura, former governor of
Minnesota. Right.
And doesn't Hulk Hogan lose? But he's not pinned. He's thrown out of the ring, and he's you got a 10 count to get back in. And I said, this is how smart they are. So Jesse actually wins. It's like, wow. But Hulk keeps the belt. Well, okay. And they have another match, and then they come back. They said, okay, wrestling's coming back to the Civic Center in like a month, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, like that. And in the return bout, it's Jesse versus Hulk Hogan for the belt again. Tickets are on sale right now. I think half the crowd ran to the box office.
No kidding.
Right then. I got to have tickets for a
Yeah,
month
back when you
from
bought
now.
the tickets at
Yeah,
the box
at the box,
office.
and when you went to
Yeah.
the window.
Yeah.
I got to have them because they're coming back. Got to see it again. He'll beat him this time.
Yeah.
I said, who has this kind of power? I'm like, wow. And I talked to someone yesterday. I said, you could stop anybody on the street and just say, hey, are you a boxing fan? And if they say no, but then you ask them, yeah, but do you know who Muhammad Ali is? Well, they're going to say yes.
Sure.
It's the same thing with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You like
Exactly.
wrestling? No. You know who Hulk
course.
Hogan is?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Of course.
It's like, he's that kind of.
And generally, people had a
Figure.
favorable
Wow.
opinion of him, which is very
Yes.
difficult for people in that line of work.
Yes.
Well, I have a picture.
Like Liam Neeson. Who's going to say that they know Liam Neeson and like him? He keeps
I don't know.
he keeps playing these dark characters on TV.
I put up a temporary Facebook picture. I had my picture with my 2 besties. We would go to Comic Cons and things
Yep.
like that and
Right.
get pictures with people. And
Did you post that picture you showed us?
I did,
Oh.
and I got some pushback.
She actually stood right next to the guy.
Oh, he
didn't
was
even come
so-
up to
I
his
looked-
chest.
I
What's
did
his,
no.
what was his pushback?
I got pushback. Because later in life,
Because he's a Trump
Yep,
supporter?
Yep.
Oh, come
Yep.
on. You can be friends
mean,
with
you
someone
know-
and have different political views.
Not in
Fine.
politics.
Go ahead.
Have you met me?
Yes.
Right? But I'm a total Gen Xer. 80s are my thing, and it was part of that whole childhood thing, and opportunity to meet him and take a picture. Yep. I don't know. Maybe it was like 10 years ago, right?
Okay.
But yeah, he was still like looking great, and he's giant, and here I'm just like next to him, and like luckily they got a little more than my head in the picture because my other two friends are taller than me too. I'm like, how are they gonna get us all in the same picture? But I put it up, a little temporary thing, and people are like, oh, he's terrible. He supported Trump, his political views, and I'm like, that's not.
We're not going there.
We're not. That's not what this is all about.
Jennifer Jolliker posted
Let me have my
online too
thing.
about she's met him like 5 times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
really into wrestling.
Huge fan, and met him one time. Had him sign up a bra.
Yep.
That was part of the
Athena's Cup,
the championship there, the world record, and then afterwards she met him again, like I don't know, 6 or 8 months later, and he sees her in line and says, "Hi, Jennifer." I mean, the other people must be like, how do they know each other? I said, well, that's really cool.
Yeah, that is.
All
cool.
right, so it's a sad state, and it's too bad, and Hulk is gone.
Comes to us all.
Yep, Dave got a message. Tell Dave that Liam Neeson is starring in the new reboot of the Naked Gun movies.
Got to see that.
Oh,
He's
that's
Frank.
He's going
right,
to take.
that's
He's going
right.
to take the Leslie Nielsen role.
Kind of. He's Frank Drebin Jr., so he's going to be his son, I guess. So yes.
Well, I certainly hope he can deliver a joke because I've never seen him on screen where he had anything that was close to cracking a smile.
Well, he doesn't. In what I've seen, he hasn't.
Well,
cracked
actually,
a smile
come to
here.
think of it, and think of the
Well, right, 'cause
character,
it's
then
very-
you really
Yeah.
because he doesn't get his
Should've.
own jokes, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
yeah, hey,
right.
that's worthwhile.
But there's a trailer out for it, and he's talking to a guy. So I see you've been arrested for man laughter. That's manslaughter. Oh yeah, all right. So funny jokes like that. Right, it's right up your alley, Dave.
I do have recordings of the original Police Squads, which led to the Naked Gun movies.
Yeah.
And
I loved all of
the
those.
Zucker brothers have always had the same sense of humor as I had, so I always enjoyed their work. But yeah, I remember the very first. It didn't go on ABC TV. They tried it.
I
They
know.
ran 6 episodes, I think it was, or maybe 10.
And that was it.
And that was the end of Police Squad. But it was all they needed to get the backing for
movies.
the Naked Gun movies.
Yeah.
And the Naked Gun movies raked it in.
Oh yeah, instant cult classic.
And the shows are fun.
But over-the-air TV, the thing went, oh yeah, well, what's all this about? I think I'll go watch Lawrence Welk.
I thought it was just too silly. I don't know. Oh, okay. All right, we're going to take a break here on the Coffee and program. We got a note to get to. We got other things to get to as well. But this, Dave, this segment has been sponsored by the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce.
334-1000 is the phone number to call after 9 o'clock this morning because they don't answer the phone till 9 to 5.
First news and best variety of music. ON 1240.
In a world where good food, friendly faces, and unforgettable memories collide, there's one place that stands out from the rest. Gators Pub is proudly celebrating 35 years of excellence in North Smithfield. Join us at Gators Pub, where every visit feels like coming home. Our secret to success? It's simple. Our super friendly staff and mouth-watering dishes prepared fresh daily by our talented chefs. Sink your teeth into our delectable lunch specials from Monday through Thursday and savor complimentary soup to warm your soul. Enjoy the game day excitement with multiple TVs showing the Boston Red Sox while indulging in classic appetizers like our famous potato skins and pita chips. Looking for a lively atmosphere to watch volleyball games? Look no further. Pair it with our juicy burgers or the latest cocktail creations to elevate your experience. Gators Pub, your ultimate destination for good times and great food. Come and celebrate with us at Gators Pub on Route 102, just a mile before Wright's Chicken Farm. Make every moment memorable at Gators Pub, where good friends and great flavors meet. Remember, there are no strangers at Gators Pub, just good friends you haven't met yet.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores. It's Coffee and on ON, AM, and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Melissa Murray, Dave Richards, and guess what? We're being joined on the phone by Meg Rigo from Levitt Amp Woonsocket Music Series. Good morning to you, Meg.
The Megster's here.
Good morning.
Hey.
Nice to have you with us today.
I thought you were taking the week off. Aren't you something? Look at this dedication. Look at this dedication. I am truly impressed.
You have to show up for Levitt. It's important.
That's right. So it's week number 6 out of 10 as we move along here in the summertime. And Alexis Lee doing rhythm and blues tonight, correct?
Yes, she is.
And
oh my gosh, Alexis is a phenomenal Rhode Island performer. She's been on the stage before as an opening act.
Meg, how many times? 3 or 4 times she's been with us. She started as an open. Didn't she start as an opening act? That's the way I remember it.
And then when we did that series on the Mill Race patio, she also performed there. She was the band release party performer when we had the band release party at Chan's a few years ago. She's just a stellar musician from Rhode Island, went to Berkeley, has a phenomenal band, and she's our first played as an opening act and is now a headlining act at the Levitt Amp Woonsocket Music Series, which is kind of cool.
Well, good for her. That's fantastic. Who's the opening act for her tonight?
The opening act, also an R&B performer, Glory Mimi, a rising Providence-based performer, and she did one of those cold emails, I'm just going to tell Levitt Amp Woonsocket that I'm here and that I want to sing for the community, and she's got a really stellar voice. She works with some interesting collaborators, and she'll kick things off right at 6 o'clock tonight.
You said her name is Glory Mimi?
Yes, that's our stage name.
Okay. Got to get it right now.
All Glory right. Mimi?
Yeah.
It always says Glory Me. GLOREYMI.
We're going with what Meg says.
Sometimes Glory Me is how she signed her email. Her social handles are Glory Mimi. I imagine she'll respond.
Well, anyway, she's got a lovely sense of rhythm and great articulation, and has some very interesting rhymes.
All right, very good. So we always like to ask Meg about the food trucks that'll be down there. I'm sure people are always interested in what foods are available. Who's going to be there tonight?
Our friends, the Lobster Lover with lobster mac and cheese, are back.
They've been doing okay all this. They've been doing okay this season.
Their 4th time, people love them. We have Nessa Snack Shack back using the smoker, and people have also been loving what they're putting out.
And those people are smart too, because they used to just come with the dessert truck, and then they said, we could get into this food stuff too. And so they do, and it's yummy.
Mm-hmm. They've been selling food in Woonsocket for a long time. They definitely know what the people want, which I appreciate. And then the Hangry Italians generator, or whatever that was broken with the truck, is fixed. So they will also be in the park tonight.
Great.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, looking forward to that. Of course, Cyril's will be down there for the on-site bar. I'm sure the Bubble Goddess will be back as well. Kids love her, of course, right?
Always. Mm-hmm. You can't have Levitt without the Bubble Goddess.
That's right.
I get so many comments about the TV show. Hey, can you stop with the bubbles in front of the cameras? That's where they are. And I did share with somebody the story that originally when we moved the stage, the prevailing winds and everything else like that. I says, well, now if she's over on the left side of the stage, we're not going to see them on camera because they're going to keep on going the other way. No, of course, she moved to the right side of the stage, so now they walk in front of the cameras again. It's not really a problem. I think I think it's freaking charming. I really do.
Yeah.
Makes it
And
great.
it shows the kids having fun.
Yeah, they're running
This is
after
what
them.
we're all about here, right? Right, Meg?
Of course, fun and bubbles.
Look at Steve Smith, who was chasing the bubbles.
Yeah,
and
not
smacking
only
them.
that.
So great.
Yeah. Now, last week, Amber came up from Los Angeles to take a look around and see what we're doing here. This was her first time, and she had some nice words for us. She thought the whole thing was quite fun and quirky and just delightful, isn't she?
It was our evaluation, our site visit, basically, which
Yeah.
determines if the Levitt Foundation is going to keep giving us money every year to continue doing this. So we had to show up, but we weren't even concerned because Woonsocket always shows up, or we always show up in Woonsocket. We had a wonderful time. She kept speaking about how great our little community is, how cool it was to see people show up for one another, the friendships that have been formed just sitting on the lawn. And she said that our lawn was very activated, which is Grant Thunder words for people were having a good time.
And here's the only place where she gets to be interviewed by Dave on the radio, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the TV.
And the TV as well.
She was so darling. I had to show her how to stand, where the camera was. She said, "Where's the camera? I don't see
Smile.
any camera." I said, "It's on the top of that gazebo, right over there. Point your foot at the gazebo, and you'll be seen on TV."
Well, I'm glad it went so well with Amber last week, too. So, all right, we're looking for a good time tonight. Alexis Lee opening up with Gloria Mimi. Have a fun time at Levitt Amp tonight,
And,
Meg?
and before you go, Meg, you got my little email this morning. We just
did.
Yes, we just want to mention to the folks listening in. Remember, Levitt concerts, Free Music Fridays are like a baseball game. We show up, we have our game.
Yeah.
Now, if it should happen to shower or rain, then it's real simple. Now, if we know it's going to rain during 6 and 9, then we'll go inside. I mean, we've done that a few times. Matter of fact, Alexis Lee was one of our. She was an opening act last time we had to go inside, which was like 2 or 3 years ago. But yes, of course we will. But the fact is, it's a little rain delay. Then we're right back to it. And the most wonderful, heartwarming thing for those of us who are in the park every week is that the crowds stay because they know that the music's going to be right back as soon as it's safe to do so. So I'll just say that for tonight.
Bring an umbrella. It helps.
Yeah,
keep
bring an
rain away.
umbrella, bring a parka. Same thing you do
Bring a
at Disney
parka?
World, for Pete's sake,
I
right?
mean, a poncho.
Poncho? Oh, that's right. That's what I
You'd
meant.
be
It's a
really
little-
warm in a
warm,
parka.
yeah, poncho is what I meant. I got one in my computer bag.
Well, there you go.
You know, so.
All right, Meg, have a good time tonight at Levitt Amp, and we'll see you out there, okay?
Thank you so much. See everyone at River Island Art Park, 6 o'clock tonight.
Very good. Thanks, Meg. Meg Rigo from Levitt Amp with Socket Music Series
Megster.
joins us every Friday to talk about the upcoming concert. All right, so up in Massachusetts, they were having an American Legion baseball game, and a fight broke out amongst the fans. It spilled out onto the field, and now players got involved, and Milford police had to be called, and now players are facing charges.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
You don't want a sound clip, do you?
Oh, it's just going to be what? It's probably a lot of
Well,
swearing.
My friend Tom McCullough's station up in Milford.
Oh, was he broadcasting it?
broadcasting the game.
Oh, wow.
I actually heard the early innings. I didn't know about the brawl.
Okay.
That was live on the radio.
Oh my goodness.
Now they're doing wrestling. So a 17-year-old a boy, basically, on the Milford team, and a 19-year-old man on the Holyoke team, they're facing charges. It doesn't say what the charges are. I'm assuming it's going to be assault-related kind of charges. They're throwing punches at each other. So this wasn't, it's not. The only thing good coming out of it, Melissa, they weren't 10 years old.
Yeah, right.
And you see
Wasn't
that happening.
parents and,
It started in the
right.
fan. It started in the fan with the fans. A fight among
Right,
the fans.
right. I don't
Makes
understand
it
how
way
the
onto the
spillover,
field.
unless one of them was like knew that person or was related to that person. Like, I don't know
Probably,
why you would
but
risk.
usually there's fences, that surround the field. I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
they're getting onto how did it spill out onto the field? And then, that's my dad or that's my uncle, and I'm going to get you, and this kind of thing. So, so Milford police were called, and they had to come make arrests. So,
That's too bad.
did they? Tom, they must have finished the game, right, Dave? Did Tom say they finished the game, or did this happen at the end of the game?
Well, I didn't get a report from Tom. He owns the station.
Yeah.
The announcers, I haven't spoken to. Like I said, I didn't hear the end of the game. I heard in the beginning when they were playing the game.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what went on Milford. So, all right. Question, and this might be a rhetorical question, but the concession workers at Fenway Park are unionized. Mm-hmm. They're going on strike tonight. There's a 3-game series with the Boston Red Sox and the LA Dodgers that starts.
Oh, well, then they
tonight.
obviously timed it.
Well, of course, it's timed perfectly. Now, these are not employees of the Boston Red Sox. It's an outside company called Aramark, and who do a lot of this kind of stuff. And they'll say, okay, we'll just bring in other Aramark employees to run the concession stands. Why don't the Boston Red Sox and the LA Dodgers and the umpires honor the picket line and not cross it?
Good question.
They're
Not
all part of a union.
Not Teamsters.
No, it's not.
If they were Teamsters, you'd honor it. Or you wouldn't get home.
Well, look at
You know.
when teachers go on strike.
They got
or
that
when-
reputation,
or when,
Joe.
When the janitors go on strike at schools, teachers don't cross it.
No, you don't cross
And
the picket line.
and other way around. Well, why aren't you're part of a union? Why aren't they honoring the picket line?
Oh, good question.
I don't know.
I wouldn't cross the picket line.
I don't know. I don't get it. And I do remember it's a few years ago, McCoy Stadium, the AAA, it was probably the minor league umpires, went on strike. Of course, it's not a very big picket line when there's just 3 guys walking back and forth. It's a pretty weak line.
Yeah.
But what Major League Baseball, or what probably the International League did at the time, they brought in college umpires,
Right.
who were not part of the union, to do the
Well,
games.
that's what Aramark is going to do.
Otherwise known as
is
scouts.
Aramark.
Yeah. And I couldn't. I said, okay, we're bringing in college umpires. That'll be good. They were lousy. I couldn't believe how bad they were.
Yeah.
I go, this is amazing. How terrible you guys are. But I saw the 3 umpires. They were. I don't think they had signs, but they were walking back and forth. They were in their uniforms, the blue and the.
Yeah.
And
Do they wear the chest protectors?
No, not that. No, that
Have their
gets
little
warm.
clickers
They might have had
counting
it.
how many people were walking by them?
And the games went on. It lasted about a week. But
How many people went by you? I don't know. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
But, I don't think the Sox and the Dodgers are gonna. They will cross the picket line. That's what they're gonna do. So I'm just surprised.
Personally,
Well,
I have a feeling
yeah,
that there is still time for a settlement.
did something happen?
That they're pretty close to the whole thing, and this is I don't know, because I'm just like you guys. I don't know. I'm over here in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, but I got the gut feeling that this is a lot of theatrics here.
We did get a note called in on
It's
a
not like
completely
Republic,
different
because the
subject.
Teamsters are after Republic trash hauling.
Oh, I
and
know. Yeah, that's big up there.
They're
in Mass.
after the nationwide company, Republic Trash. You know this. They started it in Boston. They went to California, Oregon, Washington, and they're just going to keep on calling strikes all over the country.
On a different. I want to get to this before we have to get to Rich Lane. Hi, Rich.
Hi. You talk about him like he's an interruption.
766
I am.
1240. Artificial intelligence. Is it really advanced technology? Really takes a back seat when it comes to telephone communications. It's like a carousel with transfers to one operator to another, and it results in frustration. And many times amounts
It's called
to
a phone maze,
nothing
Joe.
accomplished. They want to, go back to keep it simple, where people actually answer the phone. Shocking.
Not going to happen.
No, because it's going in the other direction. Is it right? Is it helpful?
Yeah. Well,
I don't
don't
know.
worry about
I
it. This
don't
is
know.
taking its natural course that most new things take in our society. And before you know it, won't be calling it AI, you'll be calling it AU, because it's artificial unintelligence. Because it's going
That'll
to
just be you.
it's going to mimic human beings so well. It's going to be artificial unintelligence. I predict it. You
All
heard
right.
it right here.
You heard
Keep
it
the
here
tape.
first. Okay, very good. All right, we're going to take a break on the Coffee Air program. We're going to talk to Rich Elaine and what's going on
Melissa's
at Post
laughing at
85. But first, we're going to do the weather forecast, which is sponsored
I recorded it
by-
some time ago, Jay.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate
I think
that.
it's still valid.
Brought to you by Unbound.org.
The National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory today.
Increasing clouds and hot with a high of 94 degrees on the thermometer, heat index values to 105, and a slight breeze from the southwest. There's a 40% chance of a shower or thunderstorm later in the day. Tonight, a decreasing chance of showers and thunderstorms overnight, partly cloudy skies, overnight low of 67. Saturday's weather mostly sunny with a high of 85. Sunday, there's a 20% chance of some showers, mainly in the middle part of the day. Partly sunny skies, high near 81. Monday, mostly sunny with a high of 89. Tuesday, mostly sunny and hot with a high of 93. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high of 89. And on Thursday, mostly sunny skies, high near 80.
Well, I had the wrong sponsor. Sorry about that. But outside the Navigate Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, mostly sunny skies, hot and humid, 75 degrees. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
July bargains of the month at Vo's True Value Hardware Store, Cumberland Hill Road in Woonsocket. Save 40% or more on a Razorback 48-inch round point shovel, $29.99 at Vo's. If you're outside, how about a 50-ounce bottle of Bite Fighter Torch Fuel, $7.99 at Vo's True Value Hardware. Or kill bugs and save 35% on an 8-ounce can of Deep Woods insect repellent from Off. Save 45% or more on a 13.3-ounce Pool Care Shock Kit for $3.99. And if you're working out in the garden, True Grip Leather Palm Work Gloves, large or extra large size for just $3.99. Save 30% or more at Vo's True Value Hardware, Cumberland Hill Road in Woonsocket.
Are you retired or retiring soon? That's great. Congratulations. You may be retiring, but your money can't afford to retire. I'm Ed Carew of the Carew Investment Group at 2190 Mendon Road, Suite 3, Cumberland, Rhode Island. At the Carew Investment Group, we offer personal investment management of client money, especially from the proceeds of their 401k distribution after they leave the workforce. So to find out more about our services and for professional management of your investments, call Ed or Paul Carew at 765-8880. Securities are offered through Bolton Global Capital, member FINRA and SIPC, and advisory services offered through Bolton Global Asset Management, a registered investment advisor.
This portion of the Coffee and Program is sponsored by the Valley Breeze newspaper, which Dave happens to have in his hot little hands right over there.
You won't believe this, folks. Look at this synergy. The Valley Breeze, in advance, knew we were going to be talking about the Bubbles and 11 Amp this morning, right before their ad, and there is a picture right there in the North Smithfield, Woonsocket, and Blackstone edition of Bubbles. Oh, look at this. And Bob Emerson, we saw him there, taking pictures last week. And we have, let's see, did I mention the name? Yep, Blanche Salient of Woonsocket is there with her little chair, and she's right behind one of the musical notes that are set up to the left of the stage that have been all decorated and all, and there's bubbles wafting by her.
Good sized bubbles too.
Good sized bubbles.
Not the little ones we used to get as kids.
Nice photo from Bob Emerson. Bob used to work for the Journal. He won many awards working for the Breeze, kind of in his retirement. He's loving it, and it shows. He does great work. You can see his work lots of times in the Valley Breeze newspapers. All right, let's talk about the stories that are here. The North Smithfield Food Pantry has pulled out of the Hallowell project as the design advances. There's things they think is not going to work out for them. You read about it. It's Corey Plant's story. Corey also writes about the city ordering 2-day closure of David's Kitchen following string of incidents. You talked about that with
Chief
Oates yesterday on the Coffee and program. But you'll read about it also with Corey Plant's story. Also, Corey writes about the North Smithfield High School principal announcing departure. As
a month before school starts?
Amy Burns will step down from her position next month after 3 years in the role, taking on a new job. Was this something that came up? The Sargent Center in Warwick. Timing, life doesn't always give you the kind of timing that you'd like to have, and it happens. Moving along to the Cumberland and Lincoln edition. My goodness, we were just talking about bras this week too, right? And right on the front page, we have Liberare is the name of the, have you heard about them, Melissa? Cumberland's Silva, founder Emma Butler, and Chief Creative Officer Alyssa Silva is part of the bra startup Liberare, offering comfort and ease. They are making bras in Cumberland and designing them too.
Is that a take on Liberace on that name?
I don't think so.
But it's spelled almost similar, except by one letter.
I don't.
I don't get the connection there.
Well, I
but
don't
hey,
either.
I don't know.
I don't. You'll have to read
You'll have to
Liz
read about
Jennifer
it.
Martinez's story in the Valley Breeze this week. Ethan Shorey writes the accelerated water rate increase is approved in Cumberland. Oh, goody. And there's other stuff that Ethan is writing about. Cumberland is in for a fight here. It's according to the story. They fired a teacher, and the teacher's not taking it very well and believes that it was wrong, and they are suing. Got an attorney, and the rest of that, read about it in the Valley Breeze.
Is that the music, the
newspapers.
band director? Is that the
No,
one?
no, no.
Oh, it's a
no.
different
This
teacher.
This is a phys ed teacher.
Oh, okay.
And I
something
believe
different.
Bethany Coughlin is the name.
Wow.
Okay, so there you have it.
I think I know her.
Okay.
I think we went to school together.
Whatever.
Wow.
She says she's got receipts and stuff like that. Well, you
I'm
got to
gonna
read
have
the
to- I gotta
story,
read
really.
that story. Okay.
You got to read the story. But there's something more in the Valley Breeze this week, and I've got to stop talking here so that Rich can get a word in edgewise. But there's a lot in the Valley Breeze this week. Look, it's thick
Yeah.
like this. Inside every edition of the Valley Breeze is their 2020, I'll say that again, 2025 Voices of the Valley winners in there. And I think that anybody who knows me really well knows I try my best to stay out of those types of things. I just never, ever ask people to vote for us or anything else like that. It's because that's for other people. It's not for us. We're interested in serving our community and doing it our way and not necessarily doing it the most popular way. But despite my best efforts,
People still voted for us.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. So
We
hooray.
still showed up in their survey, even with us trying not to be in it.
So thank you.
Which brings Dave Richards to say, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Because I know the people of the Valley Breeze, they run a real honest-to-goodness, honest survey. And like that. I mean, even when we ran a survey, we didn't even put in radio stations. I didn't want to be part of it, even on our
Right,
own one.
right.
Yeah.
And we try very hard to stay out of them. But to show up in such a good survey like this, it just touches my heart. So thank you very, very much.
All right. Thanks, Dave. All right. Rich, Post 85, wrestling's this Saturday. Woo.
Yes, it is. Yes, you know, Dave.
That's
just
tomorrow.
Just to piggyback off of what you just said, I think it's Joe's infectious personality that.
He's infected?
I hope not.
He's infected with what?
Yeah, we go wrestling tomorrow night. Absolutely, absolutely.
Ding!
Yep.
Did
so,
you hear the ad? Ding!
Yes, I have heard
It's a
the
good
ad.
one.
The ad's fantastic.
Good.
And so we got New World Wrestling Extreme tomorrow night over at American Legion Post 85 on
and-
870 River Street.
And
right
they
here
have
in
the post
Woonsocket.
festooned with posters if you drive by.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. James has been working diligently to promote her, to advertise.
This is going to be a party tomorrow.
It is. We're going to have a good time. We have the real one.
Yep.
What was his former name again?
Enzo Amore.
Enzo Amore, yes. Formerly known as Enzo Amore, but the real one, he is going to be in the ring, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually wrestling.
So he's going to wrestle tomorrow
Plus,
night.
he's got the meet and greet tomorrow from 3:30 to 6:30.
Yes, that's right.
Bell
too.
time's at 7.
Yep. So come on down for the meet and greet at 3:30, and you can meet the real one and like autographs and pictures and the whole 10 yards.
I wonder if
So,
they,
come
you know
on
how
down.
wrestling could be, Joe. Maybe they'll have one called the fake one.
No, I doubt it.
No, that's just everybody else.
But anyhow, we got the bell for the for the match is at 7:30. I know the gates open at 6:30, and we're going to have the Woonsocket Girl Scout Troop 222 down there tomorrow night. They're going to be
Nice.
in charge of doing the hot dogs and the hamburgers.
Neat.
And
Good.
so yeah, so come on out. Don't have supper before coming down.
Right.
Bring the kids, buy them a hot dog and hamburger, and help the Woonsocket Girl Scout Troop 222.
Sorry, Ollie's no pizza tomorrow night. We're going down there.
Yeah. So come on down and help the Girl Scouts out. And we're going to have the outside bar open for beverages. We just ask, please, no outside beverages brought in because the American Legion makes a few dollars on the drink.
Yeah,
so help
that's
us
being
out, too.
inconsiderate
Yep.
when they do that.
Yep. Well, we've approached people on.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that anywhere. You shouldn't do
No.
that anywhere.
That you can't.
No, except they're telling them to do it at Fenway Park tonight if they go on strike. Did you hear that? They're saying
I didn't hear that.
Bring
Bring your own food?
Yeah, bring your own stuff in.
No.
Yeah. Oh,
Who's
yeah.
saying that?
I heard that this morning. No, well, they're saying if the strike
Service
goes
Employees
on.
Union? Is the union saying that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the union's saying that. BYO. I can see him now.
BYOS, bring your own
Bring
stuff.
your own booze. Can
Bring
you
your own
imagine
food.
that over there?
Oh, my
But
God.
anyhow, come
Well,
out
the
to
booze
watch.
would be a problem.
Come on.
I think there
now.
might be a state law or two about that.
Who knows
yeah.
what happens tomorrow night? I mean, tonight there. But we'll find out around noon, right? But anyhow, come and see the wrestling tomorrow night over at the American Legion Post 85 and meet the real one. Now, what's happening the next week is on Saturday, August 2nd. We got the Pieces of 8 band. They're like horns, I guess, and like Blood, Sweat, and Tears type of stuff in Chicago. But that's going to be underneath our pavilion on August 7th from 7 to 11 p.m. As always, no charge to listen to the bands. The outside bar is open. Got plenty of parking in our parking lot. So come on down and enjoy Pieces of 8 on Saturday, August 2nd. And then we're going to take a couple of weeks off. There's nothing really planned. And then on Saturday, August the 23rd, we got So Many Roads, which is a Grateful Dead tribute band. They're going from 7 to 11. As always, like I just said, no cover for the bands. You have to pay. You don't pay to listen. Just come and enjoy the music. And then on Saturday, August 30th, New World Wrestling Extreme returns. So that's pretty much the lineup for August. And of course, I'll come on Fridays again and bore all of you with this same information.
Oh, I wouldn't put it that
Write
way.
it down. but anyhow, something I did. I always say I listen before I come in.
Well, smart
so
of you.
and but Melissa had said something earlier when Hulk Hogan, who I'm heartbroken to see that happen. I really am. But she said she was friends with the Hulkster and she took a picture and people gave
I
her.
wasn't friends with him.
Well, no, but
yeah.
no, I'm
She
sorry.
met
You
him.
took a
Met him,
picture with
met
him. I
him, yeah.
misspoke there. But anyhow, people gave her a little bit of junk about, well, he backs Trump and, something. And Melissa said, well, you don't have to have the same political aspirations to be friendly with somebody. Melissa and I disagree a lot on politics, and I consider Melissa a good friend, and I work very well with her on projects.
Yep.
So,
We do.
You know,
It can work.
Yeah, it definitely can work. So, just as long as
Lighten
you're
up is what you're saying.
yeah, lighten up.
Lighten up.
Just be nice to people. Don't be hating people just because
Let
they
me have
think
my moment.
That's right. That's right. And then I always like to mention our courtesy vehicle, of course. For those of you that are listening for the first time, our courtesy vehicle is a vehicle we run out of American Legion Post 85. And what the courtesy vehicle does is if you are a veteran and you need assistance or a ride to go to your medical appointment, whether it be down at the VA or your private medical doctor, if you're a veteran, American Legion Post 85 can provide you with a service that will pick you up at your home. We will take you to your medical appointment, and we will drive you home from that medical appointment. And this is all free of charge. We run independently from the VA. This is something we do out of American Legion Post 85. The only thing I got to tell you is that we're not wheelchair accessible, so you have to be able to basically get in and out of your own house, get into their vehicle, get out of the vehicle. And basically what you're looking at is a free of charge Uber, I guess is what you could call it. So, we'll provide that for you. All you got to do
Well,
is
better
call.
than new because you stay there till
We
the end of
stay
the
there.
appointment.
Absolutely. So
You
you
don't have
don't
to worry about getting back home.
That's
Yeah,
right.
how am I gonna get back?
Right, you get
Yeah.
done with your doctor's appointment, you look out there and go, uh-oh, where's my ride? No, that don't happen with us. We stay there. So, all you got to do is call 401-766-7585. That's the American Legion Post. And if you need, we do one trip a day. So once that date's taken, I can't put somebody else in there because you got to figure it like this. Let's say you're going down to American Legion. Let's say you're going down to the Chalkstone Ave VA, okay, in Providence, okay, and you've got a 10 o'clock appointment. So, and then I get another veteran that wants a trip the same day, and that veteran's trip is in Brockton, Massachusetts at 2 p.m.
That's
Well,
cutting it close. That's
if
cutting
that
it
one in
wicked close.
Chalkstone gets delayed at all, your 2 p.m. is out the window.
Yeah. You
So
can't have
that's
that.
why we do one trip and only one trip a day. So as soon as you know when that medical appointment is, 401-766-7585, give us a call. I'm the duty officer. I will call you back when you leave your information. And if that date's not taken, you're going to get a ride. It's that simple. So,
Rich, I went to go see our friend Lance at Interstate Seal Coating yesterday.
yes.
And he gave me this money.
Oh, awesome.
He said, give that to Rich and put it towards the courtesy car. Buy gas, buy oil, buy
Awesome.
new tires, whatever you want to do
Awesome.
with it.
Thank
There
you very
go.
much,
That's
Lance.
and that's from Lance.
Lance, we
Very
appreciate
nice.
that
That's
out of
really
that.
nice.
And you know something which leads me, I never say it enough, but we're always happy to take donations toward that courtesy vehicle.
Sure.
Because for people don't know, and I'll just put it right out there, the insurance on that vehicle was $4,300 this year. All right. Now
Just
they're talking
for
about
1
insur-
year.
1 year.
For
Just
1
for
year.
1
For
year.
1 year.
Yeah.
Now they're talking about insurance rates going up, maybe car insurance rates going up another 35% next year.
Okay.
$6,000 for
Yeah.
the money's going to go fast. And I'm averaging now 12 to 15 trips a month.
Yeah.
So gas,
Sure.
okay? So it's a lot of money.
Maintenance, yeah.
It's a lot of money,
It's
and
all
I
the
don't
things,
want
yeah.
this to go away. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna have pancake breakfast to help this thing out. We're gonna do spaghetti suppers to help this thing out. All this is going to be planned for the fall because we want to wait till the summer's over. It ain't hot. People are on vacation, things, but we'll do it. And I know you got to take a break, so I'll shut up.
All right, Rich. More coming up. This segment of Coffee Ann's been sponsored by the Valley Breeze newspaper.
Since its founding, the Valley Breeze has been the trusted source for local news in the Blackstone Valley. Our readers and advertisers understand that shining a light on all aspects of our communities and doing it with some of the best local journalism makes these cities and towns better places. We believe that truth should triumph over rumors and misinformation. See valleybreeze.com or any of our 5 editions for more on how you can be part of this local news success story. The Valley Breeze, making our communities stronger by telling their stories.
Local and live at 99.5 FM. You're tuned to ON, AM, and FM.
Hear that? That's what having fewer hot flashes and night sweats can sound like. Veoza is the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment FDA approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms, also known as hot flashes and night sweats, due to menopause. Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
New World Wrestling Extreme presents Summer Sizzler 25. This Saturday, July 26th at the American Legion Post 85, 870 River Street, Woonsocket. In the main event, former WWE superstar Enzo Amore, now known as Real One, versus Steven Lust. The NWW Extreme Championship match, Sunset Steve Garcia versus Gus de la Vega. The NWW Extreme Women's Championship match, DJ Simone versus Big Juicy. Plus other matches. Tickets start at $15 and can be purchased online at nwwextreme.com or at the door. Summer Sizzler 25, live pro wrestling. This Saturday, July 26th, Post 85 on River Street in Woonsocket. Come meet and greet Real One, formerly WWE superstar Enzo Amore, from 3:30 to 6:30. Bell time at 7:30.
ON Radio.
It's Coffee In on ON. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here with Dave Richards, Melissa Murray. Rich Lane is here. And Rich, you're a resident of Massachusetts, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we need to thank Melissa and Dave because, and all the other fine folks of Rhode Island that made the trek up to Massachusetts, because the combined gaming revenue in June from the 3 casinos in Massachusetts, this is just June, $97.5 million.
Oh.
So thank you. And now that includes sports wagering results. Additionally, over $62 million in taxable revenue was generated from the 7 licensed online sports wagering venues and the 3 licensed in-person venues. So,
well, see, I personally can thank Melissa and Dave, as they are Rhode Island residents.
Yeah.
That my wife goes down to Bally's and is extremely lucky. So
there you
thank
go.
you very
All right.
much to you guys.
I mean, not only, but I'm sure
I did vote to legalize
sports, but I'm sure it's a combination of Rhode Island, Connecticut, possibly New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, maybe Maine,
Well,
all floating down into the mass casinos.
New Hampshire just opened one, I think, up in Nashua.
Did they?
Yeah.
I know Maine
Yep.
has casinos.
Yep.
I don't know where the nearest New York one is, but those people in Albany might be making the trek to Springfield. So, and if they don't want to go to Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun, if you're in that part of Connecticut, Springfield could be closer.
Yep.
So,
See, gamble responsibly, though. Always gamble responsibly.
I know.
Don't go spending the grocery money and the rent money and all that happy stuff, and don't go up to the window and hand them a credit card or hand them your mortgage or anything like that. Don't do any dumb stuff like that.
Unfortunately, too many people say, I'm going to the casino and I'm going to gamble by time. I'm going to gamble for 3 hours.
Oh, that's a mistake.
And that is a mistake. But people do it like that. No, you gamble by,
it goes
if
fast.
I lose this amount of money, okay, now I'm done.
My wife will not allow me to go. I am not allowed to go with my wife.
Because are you a person that says, all right, I'll go get $10 more? I'll go
No,
$10 more.
no, me.
No?
Me. I lose $50.
Oh, you're
and I'm
freaking
like,
out?
Yeah, I'm freaking out. It's like, no, I can't do. No.
right.
You know
I
what?
said this before. Denise is great, and I fully support her. She loves playing the games. You got to put the money in. It's not about the gambling or winning anything. It's about the game. She wants to play the games. Okay, fine. But she'll go out there with $50. The $50 is gone. Goodbye.
Well, my wife's the
and
same
she can
way.
do it. And she can do it.
You know, my wife she likes the like the machines, like the animation. Of the
Yeah,
machines.
that's exactly it. That's what Denise
And I
likes.
said,
the VLT machines.
And she's trying very hard. She's always trying to get
Video
to that
lottery
bonus
terminals.
round.
Yeah.
You see.
More spins.
Then you sit back and it does all the spinning for you, and you watch the show and
See,
stuff
Denise.
like that.
Denise is listening out there. I'm gonna make you laugh, Denise. If you and my wife went, you two would be dangerous together down at Bally's.
You think so? Yeah.
Maybe come back with a bunch of money.
Oh yeah, maybe they would. Maybe they would. Yeah.
All right. So last week we talked about the Coldplay viral kiss cam people.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
And I talked to Melissa about this. I go, well, okay, they're the flavor of the day, really. If they wait, something else going to happen. Well, Ozzy died, Hulk Hogan died, Chuck Mangione died yesterday.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
I said, if they had waited, they would have been the back seat. But he resigned as CEO, and she has resigned.
Yeah.
I go, if they waited, it would have blown over, and they could have kept their jobs.
Or if they hadn't cheated, they could have kept their jobs.
Oh, the sensible one.
Yeah, I know. don't bring logic into this.
Did you see the Philly Fanatic?
Oh, that was
one.
historic.
That was
so
funny.
many-
Yeah,
there were
yeah.
so many,
Look, folks
spin-offs
out there,
on
the
that.
Philly
That was
Fanatic
the
is like
funniest
the mascot of the
Mascot for the
Philadelphia Phillies, and there's a female. I don't know
Fanatic.
what they call her, female fanatic
Yeah.
or whatever. But just
Yeah,
kind of
it's
Google search and look at it. It's the funniest
That is
thing.
the funniest
Oh my
one.
God, I died laughing.
What do they do? They
There were
mimic
so
the
many
couple.
spoofs.
Well, yeah,
like that.
they mimicked it. It
The
was
video
funny.
did
It
it
was real
exactly the
funny.
same way, hiding your face, ducking down, can't be seen, kind of thing. But I'm thinking, boy, if they just waited, their 15 minutes of fame would have gone away because something else was going to come along.
It would have been
And
15 seconds of fame
That's
against
right.
the other stars.
See, if I would have done something like if let's say I was in that particular situation where I had a lady that I was hugging like that, I would come home and my wife would look at me and go, "Yeah, right. Yeah. She was actually turned on to you. Yeah, right. Yeah, I believe that."
These two are a little younger.
Yeah, they were.
Rich,
That,
so-
so you're saying I'm old and ugly? I
I didn't say ugly. I said you're older.
The problem is that when you're younger, now your friends are now getting involved in your personal life, and they all have an opinion about your personal life. And then when your boss and your coworkers have an opinion about your personal life is not your own personal life anymore.
The joke going around when the CEO resigned, the joke was, did you stop by HR to talk to them?
Does anybody
exit interview?
That is so funny.
As you're looking at the video, the woman on the left in the black dress
And
that
she's
was
laughing.
like,
Oh, she's laughing like
laughing
crazy.
like crazy. I'd love to interview her.
Some
I want to
people,
know what her
like,
whole.
some people online were saying that she worked at the same company and knew all about it.
Well, she
Maybe she did.
well, she had to. That's why she was
I don't know if
laughing,
it's true.
laughing, like saying, "Oh, you guys are so dead."
I did hear that the CEO's wife has filed for divorce. Nothing on what the other couple are doing just yet. So
Well, the first thing out is that she had already been divorced, and she
Yeah.
wasn't married at the time. But that changed because now they were both married to other people.
all right.
I love you, honey. If you're listening out there, I really
you
do.
can never be sure. If it goes out on the internet, it takes a
Yeah,
life
who
of their
knows
own.
now,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
Well,
you don't really know the
It
truth.
must be true.
So it's all entertainment,
Yes.
folks.
All
Just
right.
enjoy the ride, and then
I
we
read
die,
it online.
right?
It must be true.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Melissa's not going to know this, but Dave and Rich and I, the last surviving cast member of Hogan's Heroes,
Oh yeah.
has passed away. He was on it for one season.
Right.
At the end, when Kinch left,
Yeah.
Yep.
they brought in somebody else.
Oh, okay.
And so that guy, his name was Baker on the
Yeah.
show.
All right.
Played the same kind of character, same kind of electronics communication guy.
Right.
His real name was Kenneth Washington, and he passed away.
Oh.
He was 88 years old. He went on to do other shows back then in the 60s, Adam 12. He was in Star Trek. He was also in Westworld.
Yeah, he was a police
as well.
officer in
Okay.
Adam 12, if I remember.
What, one of the cops? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So, so he's the last of the Hogan's Heroes.
Oh my God.
And they never explained on Hogan's Heroes. You know, we never had an escape from Stalag 13. Well, this guy's gone, and this guy's been replaced, and how did the other guy go?
Oh, you know who else passed away too? An actor, and I'm sorry I don't know his name, but you'll remember him specifically if you're a Smokey and the Bandit fan from the first Smokey and the Bandit.
Right.
When Jackie Gleason confronts that little short police officer that
Yeah.
he basically tells him to, you know what, off at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
That little cop passed away. The little
okay.
guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Overshadowed by other bigger
Yeah.
celebrities.
Yes, yeah, but I saw that the other
Bigger,
day.
is that a joke?
No. Better known.
Well, it's already started over in England. There's a petition, and I don't agree with petitions that much because I don't think they do much. But if you go to change.org, there's a petition. They want to rename the Birmingham International Airport in England to the Ozzy Osbourne Airport.
I'm cool with that. I'm
Yeah,
cool
that's
with
pretty
that.
awesome, actually.
Have Crazy Train playing in the background as people board the jets. Absolutely. Wow.
It seems like a good
well.
idea. I like it. It seems like a good idea to me. I'm
The
all in.
petition was started by a fan, obviously Dan Hudson, an admitted metalhead. And there's no word from officials if renaming Birmingham International Airport after Ozzy is being considered. So maybe we'll have to see how many names we get on the petition. So
We could call it the Osborne Mercury and put Freddie Mercury in there. Osborne Mercury
Oh,
Airport.
well, there
that's
you go.
cool. I hope somebody's listening.
Are you going to get a bat as a snack?
oh,
Yes.
gosh.
that.
The python hunt down in Florida ended last week. They got to have another hunt.
I wasn't there, believe me.
They're now they're going after bears. There's too
right.
many bears in Florida. I guess they like
I
the warm
didn't
weather.
know Florida was known for its bears.
It is.
I'm afraid of bears too.
It's the
Not
state.
Yogi, but
They're
it's
preparing
gotta
for
be
the state's first bear hunt in 3 years. They're considering rules for the 3-week hunt, which is to take place in December, so it's not in the summertime. The proposed quota is up to 187 bears. The hunt will take place in 4 areas throughout the state. The goal is to manage bear populations and reduce human-bear encounters.
but you know what?
There'll be barely any encounters.
Oh, God.
Clever.
My brother lives in Land O'Lakes area, and like, I'm wondering if it's just because the building that goes on down there is phenomenal. The way they're clearing woodlands and everything down in Florida.
Yeah,
so I'm
that'll
wondering
do
if the
it.
bears
That'll
are just
do it.
moving around so much that
They're just
they have to
trying
have these
find-
hunts
yeah.
now because, you know, you're just pushing them out of their natural habitat. You know, but.
Yeah.
You know, I'm no expert, but I'm just saying that.
Well, hopefully they do it better than they did with the buffalo out west.
And run them off the cliff.
No, out west they just shooting them for sport.
Yeah.
Well,
Indiscriminately.
Yeah.
A lot of wasted lives, wasted bodies and stuff like that.
Well, if you're a football fan, maybe you've been waiting for this for quite a while, but we know Travis Kelce. of the
Patriots
Kansas City
won
Chiefs,
again?
No, but training camp's going just fine after 2 days, so everything's good.
Alrighty.
No one's hurt yet, so good. But Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs,
Yes.
he's still dating.
Is he?
Ms. Swift, yes. So Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce is making his official social media debut with Taylor Swift. Be sure to run to your tablets and phones to get on.
It's on Instagram.
Because nobody knew, I don't...
Well, Kelce posted multiple photos of him and Swift together on his Instagram Thursday, the first time he's done so since the pair started dating in 2023. It's been 2 years.
It's about time.
So he's finally putting photos.
They're
of
old
them.
news now,
Yeah.
Joe.
He'll be appearing with Bill Belichick and his girlfriend as special guests. They're just
The first photo features Kelce and the pop star in white and cream clothing, wearing hats that say Captain and First Mate. Oh, isn't that cute?
isn't that adorable?
It's summertime. Of course they're going to have cologne.
Some also noticed the number of photos that were included in the post, which is 13.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop right there. Which one was captain? Which one was first mate?
He's the captain.
Oh, is that so?
I don't understand the number 13 and why that's important, but some also noticed that the number of photos was 13.
Dick Butkus must be rolling over in his grave. My God. Quit wussifying NFL players. Gee, get out there and play football and bang each other around. What's going on, Steve?
That's from Rich Lane.
What's going on, Steve?
We're getting warned.
Views expressed on Coffee Ann are solely those of the participants.
Steve Pelusa is pointing at the clock. Oh my God, it's 9:01.
Get out of
It's
here.
9:01. We gotta run.
We gotta go.
I know. Rich Lane, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, and thank you, Lance, for that nice donation for the courtesy vehicle.
Very nice.
All
Very
right.
nice.
Melissa
Yes.
Murray, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Dave Richards, thanks for being here.
Great being here with good friends. We'll see you tonight in the park at Levitt.
Thanks for Meg Rigo for joining us as well. Stay tuned for Steve Peluso. It's your show, right, Steve?
No, it's Gary Smith.
Gary Smith, the
Smith
Junior
Show.
Members, coming up soon. Stick around.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. A deputy U.S. Attorney General will meet with Jeffrey Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell for a second time today, NBC's Alice Barr.
Todd Blanche shared a message saying he will continue the interview tomorrow, meaning today, and that he will share additional information at the appropriate time. Democrats criticized the talks, fearing that Ghislaine Maxwell, who is currently appealing her convictions, could try to get a pardon.
The interviews come as the Trump administration continues to face pressure to release the Epstein files. Epstein is a former friend of President Trump. The president is making his first trip to the UK since his re-election. Trump will be in Scotland today for what the White House says is a private 4-day trip. The president will reportedly visit 2 of his golf resorts and meet with Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The president says he believes Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell will do the right thing, his words, and lower interest rates after an awkward exchange between the two men at a construction site in Washington, D.C. yesterday. Correspondent Ira Spitzer.
Trump and Jerome Powell clashed over the president's claim that the cost of renovating the Federal Reserve's headquarters had gone over budget by around $0.6 billion. Trump even pulled out a printed budget breakdown during the exchange, which Powell reviewed before pushing back.
Speaking in front of reporters, Powell claimed the estimate included a separate building that had already been completed 5 years ago. Former New York Congressman George Santos is set to report to prison today. Natalie Migliori with more.
The former representative who pleaded guilty to federal wire theft and identity fraud is serving 7 years and 3 months behind